Type 9. Type 9.
Good morning. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the live stream. As usual on a Friday with the markets whipsawing back and forth like a seesaw on the hee-haw like a cowboy in Texas. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Lots of movement this week. Movement up, movement down, movement to the side. I hope you guys have your tap dancing shoes on because it's about to end with a very, very interesting number today. We have a lot of news that hit today. So let's go through it really quickly. And then I'm going to start taking questions. As usual, if you can hear me, maybe a thumbs up would be nice. And let's get it. Hoping that you guys, if there are any first-time viewers here, welcome aboard to the Everyday Growth Advisors platform, where we learn, compound, and grow together. This stream is partnered with OptionSwing, which is a community of online options traders and stock traders. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe, please. I only ask for one thing when you turn up for these streams. It's just to like the video. That's all. Smash the like button, just like what Sean said. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. As usual, we will do our news breakdown, pre-market breakdown, and then go into a little bit of technicals for SPX, which is SPY, or SPX, or S&P 500, or whichever word or name that you remember. Remember not to have hashtag why does God hate me in your mind, and let's get this market. All right, so on news today, Bloomberg, let's have a look. What are they saying? Remember, this is all for entertainment purpose. We never follow the news otherwise. There was a jet crash. Rest in peace, all those souls, whoever who perished. That sounds pretty bad. Another Airbus going down. China dares Trump to hit back with Hong Kong power grab. Okay, interesting. The heightened tensions between China, how does Trump say it? China, right? And America is definitely going to be something that may cause instability, geopolitical risk. That is one of the risks that can arise from this stock market rally being faded slightly. So keep your eyes on that. It might be something that contributes to more instability if the administrations are not able to, see eye to eye. There's also U.S. futures reverse drop. This is exactly what happened in the morning. We had a big drop, and then now we're back about recovery to where we closed yesterday, which is actually kind of funny. We've been doing this a lot, so I'll get into the technicals a little later. Emerging market rally stumbles as old bugbear great crashers party. Okay, not sure what that means, but we'll look into this more. Australia uncovers extra 60 billion in welfare stimulus error. Wow. Okay. My goodness, what kinds of errors do people make to unlock 60 billion? Maybe it must have been a clerical error. Maybe somebody wrote a 6 as a 0. As virus rage, China snapped up luxury cars made in America. Interesting. I was just thinking about actually shorting Ferrari and a bunch of other cars, but I guess not. Never mind. Hong Kong stocks crash on new concern over city's future. This has been a long problem. Hong Kong is going through a big devastation, especially after the political fallout they had. And then now coronavirus is hitting the economy really bad. So expect the Chinese indexes to suffer some big losses. However, I will be a buyer if I can get a considerable drop in KWEB, which is the Chinese ETF that tracks tech stocks. China pledges to implement U.S. trade deal amid rising tension. So this is just them calming things down. And then there's more news. There was even news about Moderna today. Moderna's up pre-market, right? Elon Musk is the hero. Okay, this is just a whatever. Okay, interesting news all across the board. Looks like a mixed sentiment. Some bullish, some bearish, right? So the news is starting to slant whipsaw between those two. On Wall Street Journal, companies comfort the economics of coronavirus. Okay. In dropping growth target, China acknowledges severity of its economic challenges. Virus threatens Minnesota's farm town's economic engine. Trump administration changes rules for migrant children during pandemic. Okay, China looks to tighten its control. Yep, this is all the same news. Okay, cool. Let's look at the pre-market movers. We have today, ignore that one, ignore. Alibaba ADR down 1% roughly. I'm guessing, is this due to earnings or what is this? Maybe due to earnings. For people who don't know what ADR stands for, that's American Depository Shares. So, if a Chinese stock is listed in an American exchange, then they call them American Depository Shares. So, okay, what else is there? Moderna, right, up 4% as I was saying earlier. The rest of them, PDD, this is a Chinese stock. Okay, not much going on. Well, today we have oil rig counts. Expect these to be down. I'm fully expecting CapEx expenditures for oil rigs to be suppressed for the next few months at least. Nobody's going to be putting up more oil rigs. We don't need them right now. We need less oil rigs to control the supply glut. So that will be one way that we will be able to see oil prices stabilize in the near future. Apart from that, let's go over to the SPY technical update. Let's have a look here. Oh yes, and market closes early today, so we have a half day of trading because of a long weekend. So just keep track of that. Make sure that you're everything's going to be accelerated. Whatever that people think is going to happen, it's going to happen in an accelerated manner. So keep that in mind. Okay, moving on to the SPX technical update, right? We have seen this consolidation above on the 161.8 fib level for a while now. I'm talking about this level here, right? And I have said this in the past that this level has been a level of resistance in the past. However, now it seems like we're consolidating here, which in my opinion is bullish more than bearish. If we don't see another correction down here in the near term, or today, if we don't see a move down at least to 23.6 Fibonacci retracement from the bottom top, then we're going to see bullish momentum carrying through. So the bulls are so far pressing the prices up quite well. And this is all thanks to the Fed printer Brr, right? In the 4-hour chart, you'll see this a bit more obviously. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back there again. Okay, go back here, zoom out. Okay, on the 4-hour, you can see that this level has been a point that has been contested multiple times. Okay, and if we fail to break this and keep going down, then this could be two things, right? This could be right now a fail to break and then a retest sometime in the future, or this could be a reversal, and this is just a correction wave on the way down. So many ways to look at this. In my opinion, looks more probable that since there has been an accumulation of bearish candles, that we may see some sort of a short-term correction followed by a long-term rally again. We have to see how the day pans out, and we will be able to assess that. I'm also going to be watching the volume inflow today, and we will be looking at how the indexes are performing. Nasdaq still very strong, having the momentum rally for tech stocks to push it further higher. And on the 1-hour chart, this is the story. We came down very briefly to test the moving averages, which has been the last resort for SPY multiple times. So there's equal chance for it to go up or down this time. But my guess would be we go down to test one more time before going back up again. So keep track of that. Make sure that you're looking. Don't overcommit yourself to either positions. In this kind of a market environment, if you're expecting a drop, I recommend to bet on fear. Look at betting on UVXY, VIX. Those are the things you want to bet on. If the market's anticipating the sell-off, start shorting stocks that have been overbought. Stocks in tech, stocks in semiconductors, NVIDIA, Zoom might not be, Zoom is maybe not such a good one because Zoom is an anti-coronavirus stock, but start shorting stocks that are are going to be affected by coronavirus, basically, that have also had a sustainable run. All right, so that concludes the SPY technical update. Let's go ahead and answer some questions now. All right, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. If you haven't smashed that like button, please do so. Let's try to get these likes to up to about 50 if possible. I would like to see 50 likes on there. Hello, can you talk about NVIDIA? I swang some May 22nd 630 calls. Bruh, what? No way. 630? Nah, there's no way, bro. Unfortunately, there's no way. That's today. It expires today. Yeah, it's done, bro. That's it. Like that's done. It's a done trade. You just move on, bro. That's it. Sorry to say that. Like that was far too out of a strike and far too close expiry. That contract's done. Just move on and accept the mistake and just learn from it. That's all. Remember, you got to choose realistic strikes, and I always recommend 50 to 80 days out for strikes. I'm not sure why this is not loading or being live, but let me refresh this real quick. See if I can get it to work. Yeah, it's certainly looking like we're gonna try and reverse here. Still a lower high on the 15-minute chart. All right, let's see. Okay, I appreciate your stream. You're welcome, man. I thank you for being here. Once again, for everybody that's here, I thank you for being here. I first started this stream with literally 10 or 15 people, and it's unbelievable to me now that, you know, we have a regular about 50 to 80, and on Mondays it goes up to even 90 to 100 coming onto the stream, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Morning. What's up? Baba, what does the trade issues with China affect the stock Hong Kong? Well, with Baba, it's gonna affect in a couple of ways, right? You have, first of all, the fact that they're threatening to delist all the Chinese companies. So that may be an issue for Baba to gain some kind of a foothold. I don't know if it's down, though. Let's see if it is. I'm not sure if Baba is down pre-market. But if it is, then it's in for some trouble. Let's have a look. Baba's down 1%. Well, let's look at the technicals too, right? Was there volume outflow at the end of the day yesterday? Well, didn't look like it. Looked bullish to me, but we can confirm. Yes, indeed, there was a big buyer that stepped into Alibaba. Can you see how the OBV shot up like a rocket? And you can see the volume bars on the bottom corresponding to it. Baba's looking bullish, but we never know. It is forming a bearish, bigger term trend. So maybe Baba may be bearish in the long term. Let's see, short Hertz, long Intel. Maybe you could be a bit more specific what kind of a position you're in so I can help you out with that. Hertz is already dead. It's like a dead company, right? It's what it costs $3. Why would you try to short this company? I mean, yeah, okay, if you're expecting it to go to $2, sure, but that's a very small margin. You're trying to capitalize on a very small margin, my friend. The downside risk to reward is not that high. I don't recommend that. There's a much better play that you can put your capital in my opinion. There are thousands of plays that will be better than that. Intel, is that what you said? Intel long, wait, not Intel, INT. What's INT? INT, World Fuel Services. Yeah, stay away from that one. It's less than 10 billion market cap. We just as a guideline, we don't do stocks that are less than 10 billion in market cap. Just stay away from them. They're they can be manipulated. So I don't recommend going for those stocks. Do you think Chinese stocks are going to drop more today? There is a chance, as I was just saying, there is a chance that Chinese stocks will drop further. Just needs some reaction time. So try to time it with the down wave again. You usually will catch a nice day trade. I think Baidu might be a good one because it ran up recently. Yeah, this might be a good one. But it did come down to close the gap already, so keep your eyes on it, man. JD, let's see JD. JD too. Well, JD is looking more bullish though. You got to keep your eyes on them. Once you see that volume come in and a break of a support, you can get that. FYI, markets close on Monday. So we won't be having a stream on Monday. But however, I may be open to having the stream on Tuesday instead next week, just so that we can have 3 streams in the week. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let me know if you guys are agreeable with that. If you guys want me to do a stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday instead next week, and Wednesday will be my birthday, so it'll be a birthday stream. Throw a couple of fire emojis in the chat, and I'll do that. Okay, Baidu 717, 140 calls. Is it worth holding? I took ER, and now Chinese stocks are getting hit. Wait, you took ER. Isn't the ER already over? So why are you still holding on to that? Yeah, the ER was like long ago, bro. You should have got out of that the day after, right? I'm not sure why you're still holding the contract. I would cut it now. I would definitely cut it. Don't take that chance, in my opinion. Okay. Holding Splunk today, expiry 170 call. Sell it open. Yes, definitely sell it open. Take your profits. If you're still bullish, then roll your option out with your profits. Do a free roll with your profits. Any plays you're looking to make? I will usually make plays only after surveying the market 1 hour after the market opens. But since we have a shorter trading day today, I may consider getting in a little earlier. Is there any resistance holding SPX at certain standard deviation, 290 plus minus? Not really, no. There is a support, but not really, in my opinion. If you guys have just come into the stream, I appreciate you guys being here once again. Hit that like button if you don't mind. I would appreciate that a lot. Thank you for being here. And remember, throw a fire emoji if you want to see 3 streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. I don't know why my YouTube's not updating what's going on over here. It's kind of weird. But let's see if we can get this sorted out. Thank you very much for doing that. Let's hit the like button. Thank you very much. Thank you for hitting the like button. Good morning, family. Let's have a killer Friday. Thoughts on 30 calls, 619 for UCO. UCO. What is UCO? Is that it is crude oil. UCO. Interesting. What is the holdings of this? Did you check out what are the holdings of this? You gotta do some homework, bro. Crude futures, WTI for September and December, and sub indexes. Interesting. This is a risk that you're taking on. I don't know if oil will recover by then, but it will be a risk that you're taking on. So you said 619. How much calls? 30 calls. Yeah, that's going to be a big risk right there. Maybe. I mean, maybe there's a chance, right? If the economy reopens, then yeah, you're going to hit it. If the economy doesn't open within a week, I recommend by next week or the week after, you should start thinking about exiting the contracts if they're still in a loss. That's the way I would play that. I think he means 360. Meant 360. Oh, he meant 360. Okay, Nvidia, is that what you meant? Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense now. I was like, 660? What? Bruh. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so 360 May 22nd. Still not. I don't think it's probable that you'll hit it, bro. I'm sorry. Just my opinion though. just because it's expiring today and you need a big rally up there, and I don't see it happening today. Just with this market momentum, I don't know if you get lucky. If you're in a big loss and you're like something like 80%, 90% loss, just hold on to it, right? The most you lose 100%, right? I mean, you never know if it turns around. So that's the way I would play it. Zen, I'm in Zen, so I mean, I personally like the play. I'm personally not even gonna go through this because I took the play, and I actually do like it. I like the company. I like the price action, very bullish price action on Zen. I'll just go through it very briefly. You can see it's been on a solid uptrend. Even though there was some volume that flowed out, this was on pretty low residual volume. There was some end of the day selling yesterday, but I think that this stock should be able to rebound pretty quickly. And it got tested and rejected at this level here, so seems very probable. Moving averages are still pointing upward, and it's kind of consolidating above resistance here. So if we can consolidate, even if we go down to touch the moving average, that's fine in the short term because the long-term trend will still be up. So I kind of like this contract, and I think that having both of them is a good play. So you're doing kind of a calendar spread, I guess. Yeah. No, actually, no, it's not a spread. It's 90 call, 90 call. Yeah, so you're doing like you're doing a calendar call. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. VZ 52 put 620. See, this is the right way. I like these. See, if you put it like this, super easy for me to go through. I really appreciate you guys sticking to the program. VZ. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please hit the like button. VZ 52 put 620. Okay. VZ Verizon, is that Verizon? Yeah, it is. 52 put. 52 put. Seems good. Seems like a fair play. However, I wonder why Verizon's selling off. Was it bad earnings? Oh, it was bad earnings. Interesting. I think you should be okay with that one. In fact, I think this is a good contract. I might look into getting it myself. Let's see if I can get a break below this support today. I may consider entering somewhere around 53.50 if I can get a break with good volume. Disney 125 call 619. I think Disney calls are a good play too, but then with the market momentum, that's what worries me with Disney. I do see the case where it can rally though. I really do see it. What I would ideally like for Disney though is to come down first to close this gap. It's a really big gap in my opinion, and it needs to close this gap in order to rally. So I don't think that it's gonna go like, you know, straight up like Superman mode, where it's gonna go like that and then like that. I think it's improbable that it does that. It's more probable that it comes down first, close the gap, and then rebound. So if you see Disney selling off, then what you do with your contract is you sell. You have a call. What you can do against it is to either sell a put, or you can also sell the call away and then price action to come down, and then buy a call instead. Yeah, there's two ways you can do it, right? You can protect your position, or you can go wait it out. Because I personally would like to wait for someone to pay me while I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying? And then your upside, the call that you have upside is going to be your ceiling, and that will be your floor. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. Thoughts on Boeing and Twitter? Could you please be a bit more specific, Bill? I appreciate it. Like maybe what kind of expiry are you looking at? What kind of a contract, calls or puts? If you just ask me about Boeing and Twitter, I'm going to give you a very general answer, and I think it might not be helpful for you. So try to put your call out or your request in this format, and it'll be much easier for me and for everybody else to understand what you're looking at. Can you do the watch list for me? Hell yeah, bro. I'll do anything for you. Anything, Warwick. Ask me for anything and I'll do it for you, okay? AMD 60 call 717. Thoughts? Appreciate all your help. You're welcome, man. AMD 60 call 717. First of all, I like the fact that you chose a long contract. It gives you some breather. 60 calls. Interesting. Well, considering AMD has been using this 200 moving average as the last line of defense, it seems like it wants to come down here to test it again. And also, this happens to be a dual zone, right, where it's a support and resistance. This was the old resistance that is now forming as a new support. So there'll be a chance that it bounces somewhere here in this region, which is the 5350 region. You haven't, I think that you're not far off, so maybe you might have a drawdown period for a little longer where you're going to have to endure and then wait for the bounce. And then you have a chance. What you want to do is maybe when it comes down here, you have a very a big decision to make. If you want to average down, if you see the bounce and you see it start to go back up, I recommend either averaging down your contract or what you can do is add another contract for a different strike price that's closer, so that you would be in the money with that strike faster, and then you offset the loss of the other contract that you have quicker. That's my opinion on AMD right there. Target 125, call 619, good to hold. Let's have a look. I love the fact that you guys are following the ticker call out way, because this is much easier, and you'll see it's gonna go much faster as well if you put it that way. 125 calls for 619. Well, yeah, I think it might be a good hold. Target is looking bullish to me. It's still on. This is a minor correction on the uptrend, and it came down to test this support here. Let's hope that the market doesn't sell off brutally. If it does, you're gonna have to get rid of your call. If it doesn't, and we get a reversal back up, as we were talking earlier with SPX, remember Target's part of consumer discretionary sector. So if we can get a rally back up, then yeah, I think your contract should be good. It will go back up to 125 to test that high again. So it will be, and then you got to look at the average move, right? This is about a week. So your contract's about 3 weeks out, maybe. Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks out. So I think that you have enough time for Target to make that move. So I think you can hold that contract. You're welcome. Boeing 529, 160 calls. Boeing, thank you for using the right call out method. Boeing 160 calls. Damn, bro. Next week might be a bit too optimistic. I would go with like 140 rather than 160. Slightly like a couple of strikes out instead of going super out the money here. I know it's possible, but if the market sells off, then you're going to be, dead. Your contract's going to be dead with no intrinsic value at all. Twitter, and also choose further expiries. These expiries are way too close. I understand that you're trying to go out the money and hit a lotto, but remember, when you choose a lotto, that's the reason why it's called a lotto. It's not going to, there will be a lower chance to hit. The success rate is going to be very small. It's just like a lottery, man. Twitter 32 calls 529. Expiry is too far. Expiry is too near. Once again, I think majority of you guys who are just starting out options trading, you're trying to hit. Okay, this is a little better. You hit 32 calls, so you're in the money. Looks a little better, but then I think that Twitter has to come down here. So once again, I think that if you bought your option contract here, you paid too much for it. Why? Because you never buy calls here. You always buy calls on the corrective waves. So if you ended up buying your call here, you paid too much for it. Why? Because IV, the implied volatility, is way too high at this level. So remember, never buy calls on the top. You always buy calls on the bottoms. You buy calls here and you buy puts here. That's how you control your premium and you get a good contract together with choosing the right Greeks. KR 33 call 620. I think both, by the way, I think that Twitter contract is going to end up losing money eventually. Just because of the strike that you have, it might cause, especially since it's at the money, your delta is going to be close to 0.5. And so every dollar that Twitter moves down, you're going to decay delta at a much quicker rate. So that's just my 2 cents there. I hope it helps you out. Try to choose further expiries as a general guideline. I recommend 50 to 80 days out at minimum. KR $33 call for 620. Let's have a look. $33 calls for 620. Looks probable here. I see a strong support level at 31.20-ish. Volume seems to have decreased though here, so be careful with this one. Kroger, especially consumer, it's also a very stable company, so it's kind of ranging. It's been ranging between this level. So let's see, your strike is 33. Okay. Yeah, you know what? You should be fine. But don't expect to make some crazy money on this though. Because what's going to happen is... Well, actually, you have a long expiry. I don't know. This could go either way, man. I just don't like the... Okay, so here's what I don't like about this trade, okay? It's the fact that you're buying a call and you're not buying a spread, okay? If you want to really make the maximum from this trade, what you should do is buy a spread. Why? Because as a stock is ranging, okay, like this... Okay, a spread benefits you because you're keeping, if let's say for example, if you sell the call and you buy the call here, right? You're keeping, as long as Kroger performs within these two ranges, you get to have no theta decay. Because why? Because the theta offsets each other, okay, for the same expiry, okay? The fact that you just buy a call, what that does is if the stock goes higher and then comes down, it's going to cause theta to decay you every day. Every day, theta is going to go minus, 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 chipping away at your premium, which doesn't give you a good deal here. So my advice to you, if you want to play Kroger, a stock that is ranging like this, is buy a spread. And you can buy a bull call spread. So try looking that up and see how it works. If you don't know anything about it, that's what I would recommend. Yes, TWF. Hell yeah. Okay, I'll do it. Box, $18 calls. Let's see. Ooh, a lot of requests today. Okay. Let me refresh this real quick because I don't know why, but my chat and everything here is not loading up right. By the way, if you're here for the first time, welcome into the stream. I appreciate you taking the time out to be here to the Everyday Growth Advisors live stream. Partner with Option Swing. Welcome. If you haven't smashed the like button, that's the only thing I ask you to do. Smash the like button. I hope that we can get up to 50 likes today. I would really appreciate that. It would be a really nice closing of the week for me. I really do appreciate it if you hit the like button. That's the only thing I ask of you. Please. Thank you. All right, let's see. Box, $18 calls. What is box, first of all? Don't like the sound of that, brah. What is box? What's box, brah? Box stock? What is this? $2 billion stock, market cap. Try to stay away from these things, bro. Cloud content, interesting. File sharing. $2 billion stock. I would recommend you not to take any trade within that. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Yes, the more the merrier. I know. I am. Believe me, guys. I am trying to gear myself towards doing more of these. So we'll see if we can do more of them. All right. I heard you guys. So we'll have the live stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday next week, okay? Thoughts on Disney July 17? I kind of went through this already. Disney. It's a little improbable. I did go through this already, so. Happy quarantine birthday in advance. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Takes it. Fire. What time does the market close today? I believe it is 2 p.m. EST. I have a $26 call for UCO. I just went through this. It's risky. Very risky. UCO. Risky. You don't have any things, you don't have any confirmation that oil situation is improving, man. I don't recommend it. Costco, 320 calls for 619 ER play. I like that. I might play that one too. The ER run up. Get some quick IV build up, but I gotta see. Make sure that 320. Okay, I see. When is ER? 28 May next week, Thursday. Okay, so actually, you know what? You should have taken this contract on Monday, but let's see what happens today, because I think it's a good contract to take. 320 is a little out the money though. I would have done something like 316 or 315 even. I like the play. I think that Costco will do well. But here is my issue. I see it making a bearish reversal first before going back up. So what I'm going to try and do is wait for Costco to sell off more before entering my ER play. I may look at entering Costco today for the ER buildup, or I may avoid entering it today altogether and buy it on Monday so that I don't have the theta drain over Saturday and Sunday. Hit it or smash it. Smash the like button, bro. Smash it. Don't even hit it. Just like tap it on your screen and go ham. Logitech, bro, does that company even still exist? What the heck do they do now? What's their market cap? 9 billion? Wow, you're cutting it close. Okay, fine. I'll do Logitech. What do they do now, man? Crazy. Wow, it's a $50 stock. Interesting. 619.60. Okay, interesting. What the hell? Hey, why haven't we been looking at this stock? Looks bearish though to me. I mean, it looks like it has to come down first. I recommend getting out of that position. I don't recommend holding this one. Reason being, it's extended way too out. If you look at it on the Bollinger Bands, you can see it's sitting on top of the, like on the Bollinger Band. It has to come down here, back to earth before continuing to rally. I don't recommend holding that, especially with that expiry. It has to drop before it can go back up. Remember, stocks never go up in a straight line, except for Logitech, apparently. But you can see that there's a lot of impulsive and corrective waves within these. So you can't see them very clearly here, but if you go into the 15-minute chart, you'll be able to see them, right? Lots of impulsive and corrective waves. Oops, clicked on the wrong thing there. Let's see. So you can see impulsive corrective waves, right? And now, instead of making a higher high, you can see it's starting to make a low high, right? It may go down now. So I don't recommend holding that contract, unfortunately. Morning, Adam. Welcome back. Bro, Roku did it. It dropped. Hell yeah, bro. That's what I was saying. I got Roku yesterday as well. I actually made quite a bit of money yesterday on Roku, Nvidia, Amazon. Caught all the 3 drops. Bought puts intraday. Made some money. Got out. Kind of sour that I didn't hold Amazon, but it is what it is. For the Disney, if you wait, could you sell a naked put, receive premium while waiting? You could, but be very careful with selling naked options, because if you are for some reason assigned, then you have to be prepared to buy the shares at that level. So remember, be careful. Ruko, hell yeah, Ruko got brokered. I gotta sell my puts today. Yeah, literally just saw Roku too. Anybody playing puts? A bunch of people playing puts, I think. I'm hoping SPY breaks 295 again. 295. So you're bullish. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens, bro. Twitter, 34 call, 612. Didn't I just go through Twitter? I did go through Twitter. Twitter needs to come down before it goes up, Adriana. 34 for 612 might be a bit too soon. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think you'll hit, just because look, it's already extended, right? Yeah, it could keep going, but there's a high chance that with this market momentum, it gets dragged down for a corrective wave to come test this or come test this, either one, right? This old resistance here, before going back up. I don't recommend holding that contract. If you're in profit, take it off the table and then roll out your contract on a corrective wave if you're bullish on Twitter. Facebook, 196. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what? I think you meant... Oh, okay. Facebook, 19th of June, 240 call. Facebook, 19th of June, 240 call. I think Facebook is going to get there eventually. If you're holding it now, though, I mean, why wouldn't you try and get out and then rebuy it when it's lower? Or if you want to really hold it and not try to time it, then add another contract when it's lower. Udamantee, you are welcome, man. You can't buy the contract on Monday, referring to Costco. Oh, that's right. Sorry. I meant Tuesday. Sorry. 138 short strike, bull, put spread, close out in morning or let it run, hope expire with us. Also market close Monday. Yeah, my bad. I meant to say Tuesday. Which ticker are you talking about, Kirk? Oh, you mean Costco? No, it wasn't Costco. Was it Costco? Were we talking about Costco there? 138. No, that's not Costco. We're talking about something else. Which one were you talking about? Not sure. Apple 310 put 619. This one looks good. I like the idea because the markets might sell off. Apple will go down with it. I like that one, but only take it when you have confirmation. Oh, you're talking about Boeing. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at Boeing. Short strike, bull put spread, close on morning or let it run. 138 short. Bull put spread. You bought put spread. I think you should be okay. I think. Oh, when's the expiry? Is it today or next week? When's your expiry for the put spread? If your expiry is next week, I say let it run because you won't have an issue with theta over the weekend. Wait, no, you bought the put spread, so you will have an issue with theta. Well, I recommend to close it out, in my opinion. It depends on when your expiry is. If your expiry is today, then don't. I mean, just close it out, man. Close it out. Reassess the situation on. Yeah, close it out, bro. Close it. It was 522. Close it out. Take what you can. Close it out. Reassess the situation on Tuesday, and then you can see what you're gonna do with it. Then I don't recommend holding that a weekend, especially 3 days. You don't know what's about to happen, man. I don't recommend holding it. Just close it out. Okay, I like that Apple trade. Starbucks 80 call 619. Let's have a look. SPX. Starbucks. Doop. 80 calls for 619. Starbucks looking interesting for sure. Well, I think this one might be probable, but just be careful if it breaks below 77.50. That level seems to be a key support there, right? This level here, you can see kind of a heavy demand zone. It used to be a heavy supply zone, this zone, right? A lot of sellers eventually before this, and now since it's consolidating above, it may become a demand zone where it bounces, right? So this old resistance might become a new support. So you got to see how this plays out. If it breaks, then sell your position. The thing that I don't like is that there's a gap here. So it may go down to close that gap before coming back up. So it's and then along with the market momentum, if let's say SPY sells off, it's for sure coming to close that gap, and then maybe bounce on the this level here. So it could go a couple of ways. I think it's risky to play the call here. That's what I think. As always, thanks T. Happy tradings. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What's your thoughts on J&J 145 529 puts? Damn, why are you trying to short J&J, bro? They're like a anti-coronavirus stock. But let's see. 145 seems like a very strong level here, bro. I would only short J&J if it goes below 143.50 personally. 143.50 is where I would short it. In fact, yeah, below this level. If it breaks with good volume below 143.50, then I short J&J. If not, I would remain long. But then it's ranging sideways, so I don't even think playing a call or a put is good for this. If it continues ranging, then you may want to play a spread instead, so that you don't get burnt by theta. So look into that. What time frame are you looking at or look at? I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame for all entries and exits for swings or any kind of a longer trade than a day. All right, well, let's see. Do we have any more questions today? I'm gonna give it a couple minutes more. Let's see if we can get more questions in here. Oops. Not sure what's going on with my YouTube stream. It would actually be nice to end the stream and let it upload in one day. I don't know what happens, but YouTube has been taking more than a day to upload my streams, and it's really weird. So maybe I'll keep it strong today. To keep it short at 50 some minutes today. Okay, I'll take Devontae's one, and then maybe one more, and then I'm out because I want to keep the stream shorter today and see what happens. SNE. What is SNE? First of all, Sony. Ah, okay. I didn't know that the ticker symbol was SNE. Sony. All right, I'll do Beyond. Oh, fine. Okay, we'll do these. All of these after Marcus. That's when I'll end the stream. SNE 6550 June. SNE. $65.50 and June 20th. Ooh, this is a tough one, man. Very big range. You can see consolidation in this channel here, right? There was a breakout, but it was a fake out, and then earnings came along and drove the stock down. Look at the earnings and what happened, because I haven't read the earnings report. Make sure that you're not buying into a company that's fundamentally failing here. If it is, then I would short Sony instead of buying calls. It looks more bearish. It's making lower highs. And volume has started to flow downward. Making lows now. Right? Moving average is about to converge here below the 150 and 200. Yeah, that's what I see. I wouldn't take the call on that, and that too with the strike that you have at 65. It's a bit too bullish in my opinion. Can you do a Beyond analysis? I don't have a position. Sure. What are you looking for in Beyond? You got to give me a thesis, bro. You got to give me what you feel. Beyond is looking bullish to me. Still consolidating, ranging. And then there was news about Tyson Foods, right? So it might be a play on Beyond. Sometimes you got to just play the market sentiment. For example, let's say Tyson Foods says, okay, all of our chickens are dead, right? We don't have no chickens, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, wait, this is my chicken. Okay. We don't have no chickens, guys. So what happens? Everybody goes and buys Beyond stock. Why? Because they think that Beyond, people will rush to eat Beyond meat. So there's a chance the market starts to do something funny like that, and then Beyond just takes off. Very high chance. It happened before. When the first wave of Tyson news came out, that's what this rally was about. Now that more news is coming out, there's a chance that it just breaks above. Very high chance that it breaks above this level here. So watch it closely. I wouldn't take anything yet, but I would play Beyond only if it breaks out of 147, this range here. If it breaks below, I wouldn't play it between here. It's just too risky. Bank of America calls. Well, you don't want to buy financials right now. You don't want to buy options for financials. That's the problem. Buying options on financials right now is a risky move, man. Especially calls, because the issue is that banks are not making no money. They have to take on a bunch of credit risk, and they don't get any offset for that because the Federal Reserve is printing money. So what about Bank of America call? 2350, 2350. 2350 seems okay though. You should be good with that one. But I see volume flowing out though. And I see general ranging movement. So it might destroy your calls if it doesn't make a big move. Be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Set a stop loss and be strict about it. Big up T. Take the Everyday Growth Advisor Mentorship calls. Hell yeah. I have some announcements coming up with that, so stay tuned. Baba 215 put 619. Quarantine issues. Everyone doing uploads. Yeah, maybe that's probably it. Call. Entered at the right time for Facebook call this week. However, at a stop loss 2% went up within 3 minutes came back. Dude, I know. I had the same thing happen to me. I'm so pissed. Oh my goodness. Exactly the same thing happened to me. So I know how you feel. Well, there is no managing it better. Sometimes it happens. You just got to accept it and move on. Honestly, don't chase it. What you should really be proud of is that you didn't chase the trade. Okay, and that's what you should be patting your back, saying that you did a good move. Okay, so just you know, pat yourself about that. All right. Thank you. Happy. Oh, my birthday's on Wednesday. My birthday's on Wednesday next week, so I'll be here. I'll be here with you guys. Might even turn on the webcam and show you guys my face, because my computer usually is laggy. But we'll see on Wednesday. All right. I'm gonna end the live stream here and see if it takes the same amount of time to upload, because I'm actually curious to see if I do it less than an hour, if it will be faster to upload. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for coming through. Please, as a gift towards this stream, help me smash that like button before you leave. I appreciate it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate your time being here. See you guys once again on Tuesday. We'll hold the stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. All right. Have a good weekend, guys. Be safe. Set your stop losses. Learn, compound, and grow. And for those people who are on option swing, I'll see you on there in a little bit. I'll be on the education chat the whole day today. If you have questions, come into the education chat and spend some time with me. I'll answer any of your questions on there. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.